Before you buy any used EV, there is one number that tells you more than the odometer, more than the Carfax, more than the asking price. Most buyers never ask for it. The number is called state of health. And right now, it could be worth $4,200 in your pocket at negotiation. I am Average EV Joe. Like and subscribe. No hype, just the math. Let's get into it. State of health is a percentage. It estimates how much of the battery's original capacity remains as the battery ages. A battery at 92% still has 92% of its original capacity. A battery at 82% has lost 18% of what it started with. That gap matters more than most buyers realize. Take two otherwise identical used electric vehicles. Both started with 75 kilowatt hours of usable battery capacity. Same year, same trim, similar mileage, similar asking price. Car 1, 92% state of health. 75 kilowatt hours times 92% gives roughly 69 kilowatt hours of remaining capacity. Car 2, 82% state of health. 75 times 82% gives 61.5 kilowatt hours. That is a 7.5 kilowatt hour difference between two cars that look almost identical on the lot. Now translate that into range. At 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour, Car 1 delivers roughly 242 miles. Car 2 delivers roughly 215 miles, a 27-mile difference on every full charge. For the life of the vehicle, now add price. Car 1 costs $25,000, Car 2 costs $23,000. Most buyers see Car 2 and think they save $2,000, but divide the price by estimated remaining battery capacity. Car 1, $25,000 divided by 69 kilowatt hours, roughly $362 per remaining kilowatt hour. Car 2, $23,000 divided by 61.5 kilowatt hours, roughly $374 per remaining kilowatt hour. The cheaper car costs more per unit of remaining battery. The $2,000 in savings is not what it appears to be. That is what the sticker price does not show. That is what the Carfax cannot tell you. That is what the odometer does not capture. Only one number does. So what does healthy actually look like? Recurrent Auto has analyzed over 1 billion miles of real-world driving data. They're finding the average EV retains 97% of its original range after 3 years and 95% after 5 years. That is better than most people expect. Most modern EV batteries hold up well, but most is not all. And the ones that do not hold up are mixed in with the ones that do on the same used car lot at the same asking price with the same odometer reading. Here is how to read the number when you get it. Above 90%, excellent. Battery has been well maintained. 85 to 90%, good. Normal wear for a 3 to 5 year old EV. 80 to 85%, acceptable. Factor it into your price negotiation. Below 80%, investigate before committing. Battery replacement runs $7,500 to $11,250 on a 75 kilowatt hour pack at 2026 prices. The sweet spot for used EV value is a 3 to 4 year old vehicle at 88 to 92% state of health. You avoid the steep initial depreciation of 40 to 50% in the first 3 years and still get 8 to 10 years of usable battery life. One thing worth clearing up, the 70% number people sometimes hear about. You will see it cited as the point where a battery needs replacing. That is a misread of the warranty threshold, not a cliff where the battery stops working. If the car still covers your daily driving at 70% capacity, it is still useful. Battery replacement depends on the vehicle, the condition, and what you need it to do. Now, how do you actually get the number? 3 ways to check state of health before any used EV purchase. Recurrent Auto. Go to recurrent.auto. It is free for buyers. Enter the VIN, and Recurrent returns a battery health report sourced from real driving data on that specific vehicle. This is the fastest and most reliable option for most electric vehicles. OBD2 adapter. Plug a Bluetooth OBD2 reader into the diagnostic port under the dash. For Nissan Leaf buyers specifically, pair it with the Leaf Spy app. It reads cell level voltage data and gives you a more precise state of health reading than any other method short of a dealer diagnostic tool. Ask the dealer or seller directly. Request the state of health as a percentage. A seller who cannot or will not provide it is telling you something. Any dealer with a certified pre-owned EV should have this number on file. One warning specific to hot climate buyers. Recurrent Auto's data shows electric vehicles operated in Arizona, Texas, and Florida degrade 2.3 times faster than electric vehicles in mild climates. If you are buying a used EV that was previously registered in a hot state, treat the state of health check as non-negotiable before any offer. And if you are looking at a 2011 to 2017 Nissan Leaf, those early models used an air-cooled battery with no active thermal management. Some lost 30% of their capacity in 3 years in hot climates. Check state of health on any Leaf before you get in the car for a test drive. Energy Solutions Intelligence tracked 847 used EV transactions in 2025. Buyers who brought battery health data to the negotiation saved an average of $4,200 more than buyers who did not. Here's how to use it. You are not saying the battery is bad. You are showing how this specific vehicle compares to similar vehicles at similar mileage and pricing the difference. Imagine the same conversation with car 2, 82% state of health, 61.5 kilowatt hours of estimated remaining capacity, 215 miles of estimated real world range versus the 242 miles of car 1 sitting next to it. You do not need a formula. You need the data. Here is the battery report on this vehicle. Here is how it compares to similar electric vehicles at this age and mileage. I am pricing that difference into my offer. That is a sourced conversation, not a guess. Below 80%, ask for a meaningful discount or walk away entirely. 80 to 85%, negotiate. You have a documented basis for a reduction. Above 90%, the battery is not your leverage. Negotiate on everything else. One number. State of health. It tells you more than the odometer, more than the Carfax, and more than the asking price about what a used EV is actually worth. Most buyers never ask for it. The ones who do save an average of $4,200. Go to recurrent.auto before your next used EV purchase. It is free. It takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes has rarely paid better. If this gave you something the dealership was not going to volunteer, hit like and subscribe to Average EV Joe. No hype, just the math. Drop a comment. Are you shopping for a used EV right now? Tell me which model. Be sure to check out my latest video right here. I will see you in the next one.